Hey, you millionaires! Get out of that garbage!
Brian, you back in time for dinner?
Mom, we just ate dinner.
I don't mind. I'll put a plate in the oven.
Mom, don't. We just ate.
Brian, I don't mind.
Gotta go, Mom.
Well, don't blame me if it's all dried out. Well, I must admit that I was completely floored when my middle son Brian dropped his bombshell on my husband Gordon and I the other night. We were sitting around the kitchen table having a lovely cup of coffee, and I just asked Brian whether or not he wanted some more sugar and why he wasn't married. Well, he looked at me for the longest time, and then he said, "Mom, I want you to think of your very worst nightmare." So, of course, I imagined losing my family in a fire. Well, that wasn't good enough for him. He continued to stare at me in an almost, well, psychotic manner. And then he said, "Mom, no, make it worse." So, of course, I imagined setting the fire that killed my family. So when Brian finally told Gordon and I that he was that he was shy, I was almost relieved. Better that than killing my family in a fire for no apparent reason. I suppose it's more difficult on the men, you know, because they wonder where they went wrong, question their own sexuality, their own manhood, blame themselves. Of course, Gordon has found a way to blame me. He says that I smothered Brian with too much affection. Well, if too much love is a sin, then I guess I'm going to hell. At least Brian will have some company there. I told Brian that I don't want him to change now that he's, well, you know, in show business. Because I don't know what I'd ever do if I came home and found him in a dress. There isn't enough volunteer work on earth to help a mother through that. You know, it's just that, well, I just hope that he's practicing no sex. Like his father. It's not that I'm judging Brian, I'm not. It's just that I didn't know any of, you know, them when I was growing up. I had a good Christian girlhood. I didn't even know Christ was a Jew until I was 21. The most exotic people in our neighborhood was a Dutch family. My mother called them niggers. I wonder what Gordon is thinking now.
Is that you, Attila?
Yes, Brian. have an idea. Tonight, I dress you up like a woman, but I make love to you like a man.
Excellent. Hey, I've got my dad's car. It's a Cordoba. Come on.
Oh, I wish I drank. I wish I was one of those bingo women, you know? One of those bingo women with the bleach blonde hair, unfiltered cigarettes, hockey jacket, and a welfare scam. And all day long I'd play bingo. And I'd call it out, too, wherever I was, even when I wasn't playing. Bingo, I'd say. Bingo! Hello, Mrs. Morton. Bingo to you. That was a lovely sermon, Reverend Wilson. Bingo to you and your family. Bingo, bingo, bingo. I'd start to talk in a southern accent. They'd call me that crazy lady. The one with the bachelor's son. And the neighbors would throw rocks at me as I shuffled down the street in my filthy bathrobe, clutching coupons for crackers and soap and hacking up blood. Oh, Gordon would leave me for a younger woman or man. And I'd end up living in a shopping cart at the end of the block where the fields begin. I'd rub cherries on my lips and cheeks to feel pretty. And wear sausages in a link around my neck. On Saturday night, when my son Brian came to visit with his traveling companion. It's Gordon I worry about, though. He is obsessed with this thing. He's like a dog worrying a bone. Penny for your thoughts, dear.
Where over the rainbow, la 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 la.
You know, Attila,
Yes, Brian.
you remind me of my father.
They say that the notion of love at first sight is an impossible idea. Now, I may have been born yesterday, but I still went shopping. It happens. Well, it happened to me. Oh, it was years ago when I was living in Baghdad. On the day in question, it was a sexy, sunny, Iraqi day. And I was lounging about the pool at the Danish consulate wearing next to nothing. Oh. In fact, at one point, all I was wearing was a diplomat's hand. Oh, it was a crazy, crazy time for me. I was the top male model for an Egyptian line of jeans. And my face and figure were plastered on billboards all over the Middle East. And still the fighting continued. Serge, the man, came striding into the pool area like the Colossus of Rhodes and shot me a look of raw passion that heroes have been shooting at heroes for thousands and thousands of years. I froze. And buried my face in a copy of Omar Khayyam's Kubla Khan. But it was upside down, so I feigned dyslexia. He saw right through my onion skin charade and dove into the pool fully clothed. And in one clean, swift movement, he was there, beside me, a pepper mill looking for his salt cellar. Oh yes, Serge was black, which is odd, don't you think, him being Danish and all? But I figure if the French can worship Jerry Lewis and the Turks can invent the croissant, anything's possible in this crazy, crazy world. I turned to Serge, and with the spontaneity of champagne in a slipper, I said, I need a lover. And that was it. We were together for 6 months, which in heterosexual terms is 3 reincarnations with the same mate. But Serge is dead to me now. They're all dead to me now. He walked out of my life and smack into the front of a bus. All my lovers have been killed by buses. I really must get a place in the country. Oh well, live and learn. You know, it's hard for a faggot to take risks nowadays, but you've got to try. For example, you know that feeling you get when you don't know whether it's gonna be a shit or a fart, but you let her rip anyway? I hesitated to use that analogy to a heterosexual audience because whenever you mention anything remotely anal, they always rush out to vacuum their car. It all reminds me of something that Molière once said to Guy de Maupassant in a cafe in Vienna. That's nice. You should write it down.
What's wrong? I had the pear dream again. Was I there? Yes. I think I'm insane. I know you are. What's wrong? I had the pear dream again. Was Jules there? Yes. He gave me the pear. We are lost. What's wrong?
I had the pear dream again.
Go to sleep.